Just in, breaking news from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. They have announced an outbreak of Staphylococcus aureus, otherwise known as staph, and caution everyone to be careful. We take it to our reporter Sam Shinoy to interview Dr. Bai about this outbreak.
Hello, we're here with Dr. Bai. Doctor, we're seeing an outbreak of the disease. What can you tell us about it?
Well, Staphylococcus aureus is a hardy bacteria. Patients usually come in with symptoms such as boils, cellulitis, and impetigo's. Boils, which are the most common symptoms in the staph infection, are painful swelling of the skin due to accumulation of pus and dead tissue. Cellulitis, or infection in the deeper area of the epidermis, causes skin redness and swelling on the surface area. Impetigo is a painful rash that occurs in a human of all ages, but is most common in young children and infants. Later, sores or ulcers may develop as well. In the future, it could cause serious infections such as bloodstream, bone, or joint infection. The infection is caused when the bacteria is able to enter an open wound, such as a cut, and begin affecting the surrounding tissue. The severity of the case is determined by how deep it goes, how fast it spreads, and how treatable it is with certain antibiotics. Usually, most doctors and physicians treat these infections with antibiotics or make incisions into the sore to drain and surgically clean it. But in some cases, the bacteria strain MRSA shows up. There is no current treatment for it.
Wow, you've heard it live, folks. Lucky for you, there's more where that came from. We hand it over to our lab doctor who has studied this bacteria for most of his life. Doctor?
Thanks, Sean. Staphylococcus aureus, otherwise known as staph, is scientifically classified as bacteria, Eubacteria, Firmicus bacteria, Bacteria staphylococci, Staphylococcus aureus. Staph usually lives on human skin, but if it gets into an unclean wound, it can cause damage. Unfortunately, if left untreated, it could spread and cause complications, including sepsis, the spread of infection into the bloodstream, and the victim is said to only have a year life expectancy. However, if treated, the victim usually lives. It is treated with antibiotics. There is, however, one strain of staph called medicine-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, which is immune to certain antibiotics. This can make it very dangerous.
So I'm no doctor, but I would definitely recommend getting that checked. Now we go to the CDC for a special presentation on how to prevent this disease.
Staph is spread through physical contact or indirect contact with those with the infection. Sharing or simply coming into contact with objects that the infected persons have touched can also transmit the bacteria. Areas with a high density or small community, such as hospitals, healthcare facilities, and prisons, are extremely dangerous. You can prevent the transmission of staph by washing your hands, keeping your wounds clean, and keeping your personal items personal. So I'm here at this local prison because, as I said, it is one of the major hotspots for staph infections. Take a look at this unlucky fellow.
I got into a fight earlier in the courtyard and I didn't disinfect my wounds, so it has staph now, and ow, it hurts.
Only you can stop the spread of staph.
Well, that's all for today, folks. Stay safe and try not to contract staph.